into these messages, okay? For somebody in a situation, you've had, I'm gonna say like the last 9 hours or so. Okay, so this was something that could have happened within the last 9 days, 9 weeks, but also within the last 9 hours. These are people who are strategically coming with a plot and plan in hopes of getting away with something and doing something, okay? Now, with this, somebody do deal with issues and conditions with their health, okay? Somebody's sleep is off, somebody's diet is off, someone's regimen, like the stress is building up so bad with these folks, like exercising and stuff like that, or someone could be overly doing it, trying to get it off their mind, okay? Also, someone could definitely be like kids, if they are in law or justice, right? This is heavily more for people of color, so it could be, Hispanic, Latino, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves these days. And then the colors, okay? The colors, the Jigros, okay? They could be in law, psychology, or some kind of diplomat, which could lead to, politics and such, all right? The issue with this situation is the fact that someone, you're standing up for yourself, your beliefs, and for what others should be able to get the freedom of. This is also allowing people not to be able to get over on people. Something about a gardener. Someone's trying to take the day off and it's like, I'm going to garden my yard. I got to do something because someone is trying to take their mind off of this, all right? Someone is utilizing business connections, some networks and stuff like that. They also trying to get into the science of arts to figure out, like, okay, can we do this hoodoo voodoo? Like, someone is literally on the hunt, on the search to figure out, like, okay, who can we find the top psychiatrists? Can we find the top, psychologists, mind readers? This is even going as far as there was some psychic readers where they'd be like, oh, we can see these goals. They will help, crime stoppers or whatever, or crime solvers, where they will use these psychics to utilize to help solve crimes, right? So they was utilizing this against other people, other readers and stuff like this, okay, hoping that they can gain an upper hand. But however, let me allow you to know. So there was a doctor, okay, who was naturally, intentionally looking to cause some kind of harm. So they was calling in a favor, okay? Somebody could have been born in 1972. Someone's birthday could be on the 2nd, the 7th, or the 27th, okay? And they had a conversation. So if the feds was looking at it, it was between, the phone call only lasted for like 20 minutes. So 11:40 p.m. to 12 a.m. Okay. So the hope was, like, if they couldn't get you physically, this is calling you in to come in for some kind of health checkup, uh, a health checkup. And with this is like someone like, okay, well, we're going to need to draw blood, we want to do some scans or whatever the case may be. They're looking for the weaknesses in your body or your health condition. If you already have some sort of health condition, this is the hope to go ahead and utilize that and give someone medicine in order to go ahead to help shut down some organs. Okay. And with this hope to create this would have created them. I have a cause to say that a person passed away of natural cause. That was one. So it's up to like a group of 9 right now, because it's, what I'm looking at, right? These people who they consulted with, these are their date of births. I'm not getting the exact years, but however, someone could have, or these are also conversations of where they could have did this over the years, in what months that they did this. But however, in particularly, I am very accurate on the time that they had this conversation, which was literally between 11:40 p.m. to 12 a.m. Okay. So May 30th, August 10th, the 21st of October, January 1st, March 14th. Now, for somebody in a situation where this occurred, this could have took place last month between March 10th and March 14th, where I'm getting where there was a court case that could have took place, where medical providers were speaking on a behalf. Mind you, these people hadn't spoke to you, because I'm not getting where these people had conversations with anyone, okay? They were also speaking with people who have degrees with chemistry, physics, and medicine. So this is leading literally to medical providers, doctors, neurosurgeons, psychiatrists, pharmacists, okay? They definitely had to talk to pharmacists in order to strategize this and come strategically with this plan. They utilize someone who can probably deal with quantum physics or physics in subshorts. But however, someone could have did literature theses where they're looking at understanding quantum physics in this aspect. So they did speak to somebody who could work at a university or a school that is really versed in chemistry and physics. Okay, this is like a college professor or someone who has very deep occult or esoteric knowledge. So someone can do astronomy. They could teach courses of occult and such. Also, this person could be a bishop or someone that could be training to become like a minister or something in that aspect, okay? Also, someone was like feeling as if they had a game plan. So like I said, they were literally looking for someone that could do things strategically, all right? And with this strategy and this hope and this plan, this was also someone looking to go ahead and go as far as doing what they did, okay? This person is of the arts, okay? They do practice the arts. There's no if and, so this could be a babalao, a psychic, a reader, a seer, a gypsy, whatever they want to call themselves these days. Someone is very deep in either demonology, astrology, astronomy, all of the above, okay? Skillful in nature and how when, so this can also be somebody can work with weather, meteorologists and things of such. So, creating something out of nothing, right? Because this is like literally someone was like, this is getting difficult. We need someone like a strategist. So this person can also be militant as well. Okay. This conversation, again, like I feel like they're having more conversations where they're trying to keep it at 20-minute marks. For someone, if you're getting uncalls, risk calls, spam calls, they're needing you to stay on that phone call or hold that thing for like 20 seconds. For some of them, they need you to stay on for like 1 minute, certain things of such, right? And but they had made this call between 12 a.m. and 12:20, all right? And this went on, if you had the court case between March 20th and 24th, when they were trying to come up with this, and it was a group of 5 people, okay? Their births, date of births, and definitely with it being on the 20th, it's like somebody could have been celebrating their birthday on this day whenever they were trying to have this conversation as well, on March 20th. And they were, strategizing this between, March 20th to the 24th. So this took like 4 days for them to strategize this plan, okay? But somebody's birthday was definitely on March 20th, where they were looking to go ahead and do this. So March 20th, the other person's birthday is the 31st of May, 11th of August, and the 22nd of October, and the 2nd of January, okay? We also have somebody who was part of the judicial, so it could be a judge, a lawyer, a sheriff person, someone who has a degree in criminal justice or a science of arts, or arts and science or whatever, but it's a science degree in the arts. It's not like an MS or, yes, it's an MS, so Masters of Science in Arts and things of such, right? And this person right here, let me give you the accuracy. I want to make sure because I had to write this down. I was like, oh, girl, I like this. I like this. These are like people that they also go to church with, they networking with, like someone was hoping to prevent someone figuring out this. This is like someone that they were hoping to come in and give like, so these could be con romance people, swindlers, like, oh, we come in peace, we have love, but they definitely are part of the justice system, but they also practice, hoodoo, voodoo, all those things. They will pay people to figure this out. They also have ties to like a university and some colleges, professors. This is also globally as well, okay? This was like something that they were hoping to provoke unjustly to attack somebody like in the daylight. So they was hoping that strategically they can come up with something to happen during the day, like to provoke an argument, to provoke a situation where it caused it and it would justify them doing whatever they did, you know what I'm saying, whether it was in the peak of the hours or not, okay? And this conversation, again, another 20-minute conversation, and they were talking about this at 8:40 a.m. to 9 o'clock a.m. Okay, this also, I'm hearing this was a professionalism courtesy call, and this could have occurred around April 15th, but this could have went as far as back as between July 28th to August 1st of last year, or the couple, I'm getting up to like 2 years or 7 years ago, where they planned this around July 28th to August 1st, okay? So those who have participated in this is also someone who's anticipating that they can prolong and stress out someone up until that time between July and August. And with them accomplishing that, those who did this around April 15th, or they were looking to create something to do this again, like I said, provoke a situation to have justifiable cause to do what it is that they did. On April 15th, someone's date of birth could have been on June 26th, September 6th, November 17th, and January 28th, okay? Like they planned it strategically to do this, like wanted to create this to occur during the daytime. So strategically, they had got people involved to do this, okay? Who else do we have? The 10-9, someone could be 39. And this also could have happened around March 9th, where a conversation could have occurred. Like they just wanted someone to like hurry to get over this, but this is also wanting to provoke or prolong an illness or create something to where someone wouldn't be able. So this where like somebody was planning to I'm hearing somebody could have aided and abetted in a situation, but also had a conversation to call someone to lay with someone to give them an illness intentionally, like cause to like take over a person's health and like cut their life in half. This was done from a father figure, in particularly a paternal, so someone your paternal side of the family did this to create like a love romance situation where they knew someone could have some kind of disease or illness, and like they felt that they could get the obedience, like to force someone to submit, and then like create some chaos with some children, like, see, if I did this to your mom, like this is like a paternal person doing this to a maternal person or to a mother figure to cause like fear in some children, like, see, I made them do this. All right, this was a conversation, like I said, all these conversations most likely approximately could have lasted about 20 minutes on any occasion, okay? So around 12:40 p.m. to 1:40 p.m., this person was hoping to like call someone in, or someone that they knew would have some kind of health condition or have some kind of mental condition that would create chaos intentionally to someone. So like if they could hire someone that they know had mental illness and they know you were stable, they will get this person to come in to date you to create this. Or if you in a work environment, they knew the person in your work environment that they could literally utilize to cause like a hostile work environment or get you to get sick and tired of it where you didn't want to no longer do this, okay? This could have took place maybe last year, or in the hope that they can get this to prolong around September 26th to September 30th, okay? Those that were involved, April 27th, so yesterday, like I'm getting even up to yesterday, they could have just tried to do this, and it's like, look, we can send you in and do this, and they're even talking to people that could have been born April 27th, 8th of July, September 18th, November 29th, or February 9th. So these were the people who were involved in this situation to create this type of chaos to someone, okay? We also have, you have someone trying to figure out, like, how the heck do you know this? So helicopters are very prominent in this situation, whether they're sending them in to just make sure your safety, or they're just trying to send in to see if they know what's going on, okay? This is like someone trying to take it back to the beginning of someone, like someone is really trying to make sure that someone doesn't step into their genius, or like somebody is like literally a genius. Like you could be like a great scholar of philosophy, of anything that you choose to be, because I'm getting like someone, if you have the appropriate support, like I'm getting someone, your IQ is fucking high as shit, okay? It's high as fuck. I'm not even for the whole you. Like someone could be like literally a fucking, like you probably were like a baby genius and people hated that. And the fact that you did, and you knew like of natural processes and phenomenons of what can happen around you. These were people who dreaded the moment of you making progress, whether it was spiritually, intellectually, financially, intellectually. These were people who intentionally wanted to stunt that, right? And they were looking for a way, like someone could have tried to have a conversation with someone that could be like, yeah, someone was plotting and planning to like unalive you, in the worst way. Someone could have been born in 1970s, anywhere 1971, 70, 72, whatever. These folks in particularly were upset or like intimidated by your intelligence, by your genius, by the way you can articulate certain things in a particular way. And it created something. And they had a conversation between 11 p.m. to 11:20. Okay. Someone's date of birth could be on the 28th of February, or the leap year day to the 4th of March. So they carried this on. I'm hearing someone's name could be Carrie. I don't know who this Carrie person is, but step into the light, Caroline. You know what I'm saying? Those involved could have took place for May 28th, August 8th, 19th of October, 30th of December, and 12th of March, okay? Who else do we have on the board? So this could have been like someone that took place for July, okay? And this person, this is like someone trying to like explain something that they're not able to, or they feel like say for instance, someone's name could be Phyllis or Elias or something like that. Useful subjects, the glory to execute more difficult works. So this is like someone trying to get into deeper or darker type of works, discover many useful practices of the art. So like someone trying to figure out the darker the art, probably the more they anticipated to be able to take over something. But I feel like the darker they went in a certain situation for someone, a very small few, not a lot of them, because I feel like a lot of them, they get in control of them. But for some of them, I feel like the darker that they went, the more woke or aware you became. And they wanted to create some kind of impatience and uncover like how is it that you naturally know something, okay? Someone could have conversed with someone between 2 a.m. to 2:20, okay? And this took place, and actually this took place this month between April 19th and April 23rd. They are trying to understand and discover like how is it that you were able to gain so much so fast. Also, March 26th is important. June 6th, August 17th, and 28th of October, and the 8th of January. So, maybe this is your birthday, or they, anticipated to have this conversation around this time. 6, 7. Let's see what else we have. Okay. Who else we have around there? The 19th, or between January and September, or somebody's birthday who could be, January or September, where there's a conversation. It's definitely a conversation for somebody. It could be good at this point. Um, it's like someone, you're so modest in a situation, and it's like how you stand in adversity. It's kind of like annoying to other people, but it's like an amazement where someone is like, what the heck? Also, like, how is your brain able to conquer so much memory and a lot of human intelligence? Okay, so this is like someone that could work in the intelligence department, CIA. So of course this leads to the alphabet boys to want to understand this. um, they may have been communicating amongst themselves, or there could have been like a formal informal meeting where they had to meet up with. Yeah, it was definitely a meeting, but basically a conversation between two people. They are just like in amazement, but there was definitely a major meeting where like it was like 40 people in this room, like congregating to have this conversation to figure out what is it exactly that they can do. But like I said, for certain moves in the situation, this could have took place like last year in June between the 18th and the 22nd. But April 7th, they did this as well. Or that someone's birthday was on April 7th, June 8th, August 29th, November 9th, and January 20th, okay? But this could have took place last year, or in the hope of prolonging this or doing something around this time, because I'm getting like something is starting to like, they having to hurry up and close something out very quickly. And I feel like someone has so much on a lot of group of people that it's, they can wrap certain things up and they're able to move on to the other part of a situation or a case or something. Okay. All right. What do we have here? I did not want to come on here, but it's like, All right, so it's the principle of a situation, okay? Principalities are very important. I don't know why people don't get that. Principalities are very flippin' important in a lot of situations. And not taking the principalities of how you choose to do things, distinguished by good works. This is like someone that just can't get over the fact like, oh, they're doing this the right way, like you're completing what you're meant to do. Someone is like, I feel like on the good side of a situation, someone overstanding, someone you're doing what the fuck you're meant to do, and these other people cannot stand that. Okay, it's like an annoyance to them, and it's like a lot of people can't remember who they really are, and they just took things too far. Okay, beneficial for obtaining certain things and money. So most of these people were taking this situation to consolidate and take money for this, and governs the morality of religion. So you have people, churches and stuff like that involved in this situation, okay? That kind of like got upset about how you knew about something. They had spoke around this around 6 p.m. to 6:20. I'm getting traffic jams. So someone could have been in their car driving, talking to a person about it. It's like, look, we can't be on the phone for too long. Someone's name could be Mahoney, McCaughan, McNeil. But I'm definitely seeing in the midst of this a woman, okay, a Caucasian woman, or, it could be a fair-skinned Hispanic woman, whoever. They did this over like in December, okay, December 15th to December 19th. Okay, those parties involved, or it could have took place, was May 13th, July 24th, October 4th, December 15th, and or December on Christmas Day, also February 25th. February 25th stood out twice, okay? Who else we have? Okay. This is basically this judge, lawyer, political, whoever, right? Celebrities, people looking for talent, so like siphoning people's talent, enlightenment. Someone may have been trying to pay people to suppress this, like someone you're virtuous in whatever it is, and you have versatility in how you're able to do certain things in such way. um Science, arts. Some of this is also revealing secrets of how these people conspire to do this, how they contemplated, like this is premeditated in this situation. Okay, so a conversation could have got caught between 12 p.m. and 12:20 on April 25th. Also last year, September 16th through the 20th, where they could have elaborated more. um April 25th, that was like what, 3 4 days ago. July 6th, September 16th, November 27th, and February 7th. These people could, at this time, I'm hearing this also could be dates of when these conglomerates or these groups elaborated to do this. Like I said, some of you have family and relatives who also participated in this, okay? Shalom. Who else do we have? Great, I reckon. I feel like you're a distraction right now. I don't like to be distracted. Wait till I finish and then you can probably ask a question. All right. So someone, just be patient in the situation, all right? I need you to be super patient. Also, someone 61 years old is just like adamant about stopping something for someone. Like someone even went as far as trying to do work on another person, because I feel like somebody is stronger than another person in a situation, and whoever was the weaker person in this I say individual, in this individual, they were able to conquer this person. I'm not going to dig too deep in that, but I'm giving precise dates on who are the major players in this situation. um Someone definitely is in the hospital. So it could be a cardiologist, respiratory. Someone could do ultrasound, sonography, but somebody is definitely in medicine or anatomy. So the build of the body. Um, like I feel like that would have been their next go-to for attack in this situation. Someone plays golf, golfer or something like that. But somebody's into that. But someone's next go to was to play with the medicine and play with someone's anatomy. So, like giving false information about certain things going on with someone's health, with your condition. Also, creating mental, dissipate in like somebody's mental. So, like create desperation, also to cause someone to feel like in depression, to cause anxiety as well. Also to try to cause someone to act in an animalistic type of way. This is someone's hope. Also to create chemical imbalance. So doctors and surgeons were involved. So these people were basically in this conversation around 9:40 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is even someone even taking a break between work or whatever to even have this conversation. But I'm getting more or less, it's not like everybody, because this is like a staff meeting, but this was like between like 5 people. This group, they were definitely born in like the 70s, or they have some ties to someone that was definitely born in 1971. But the targeted group of people could have been like between like 29 and then anywhere in their 30s. Okay, and that was their like targeted person. Yes. And in them doing this, right, predict, like they wanted to predict how someone's behavior would go, but it's not going in that way. So someone could be like right now, like between 9:40 and 10 a.m. they were looking like, okay, well, if we decide, like someone is looking at what's possible medications they can give someone. And this doctor and this surgeon is like, okay, well, if we decide, like for somebody, if you had thyroid condition, they were hoping that with this, and you know how I think people, when they get the thyroid like completely taken, you have to take like Synthroid or something like that. or thiazidine or whatever it is for the rest of your life for that hormone replacement, and someone's go-to was in hopes of this, that they could create this, or they could have came back and be like, oh, you have something benign or malignant, it's possibility that it's cancerous, we're going to have to take this away. So when you also be super careful with them wanting to do MRIs, CAT scans, and those sorts, because so much barium in your body can cause your organs to fail, like liver, kidney, especially if you already prone to those type of things, or it's hereditary, genetic, and you get so much barium in your body because you only supposed to do it so much and so often, it can cause it can end up mimicking certain brain conditions, organ failures when you get it in there, especially if you are a woman of childbearing age. It could cause dysfunction in your reproductions, just in case you just didn't know that. Also, if you're at a certain gestation and it's being in your body, it will cause certain things to happen to you. And then if, say, the fetus, if you're like in before like their second trimester, you can miscarry, or it can cause like a condition to the child, disfiguration, deformities, mental health issues, cleft lip, club foot, those, it can cause all kind of things, right? And then say, for instance, that they're giving this to you and you don't know, or they hid this type of information from you, and you get ready to proceed and you end up having a child. Like, this is like causing a traumatic situation, but at the same time, them not giving you the condition, or they end up telling you and it's like, oh, we'll have to do a DNC. This child wouldn't survive outside of the womb, or what's that condition where the kids, or the brain is not fully developed in there or something. Like the barium, whenever they give it to you, can cause that. And then for somebody's hope with these surgeons, or this anatomy person and this person in medicine, that was their hope, to go ahead and try to penalize you, because in certain states they can penalize you. If you go to Georgia, they'll try to arrest you and like, oh, you try to cause harm and kill the child and you wasn't taking care of your health. Or say that the kid do come out or something like that, their go-to would call DCF or the state. Doctors have been doing this for a long time. For somebody, wherever you live in your state, there's been a doctor that's been getting away with this for like 29 to 30 years. But I feel like for somebody, they've been getting away with this for the last 6 years. So one doctor is 54 years old and the other doctor is 71 years old. So the doctor that's 54, they've been doing this for like the last 6 years. This doctor that's 71, they've been doing this for the last 5 years of getting people caught up in the state and things like that, because this is also someone who's receiving funds, or like private donations from like private donors, that every time that they do this, also like getting incentives with the state or DCF workers and other medical providers that would get this whenever they are able to create those cases for judges and lawyers to put away certain people in particular prisons for profit. Okay. Who we got? Yeah, this is, yeah, basically to get a ruling, and then they know more or less that these doctors and surgeons and this pharmacist or chemist is aware of that. When they do this, this can cause, like if it's the mother, to cause her to have like postpartum depression and be erratic. Like they can bank on this type of thing. Okay. They discussed this like sometime last year between August 12th and to the 16th, but also they spoke about this again on April 18th. Okay. Someone's birthday could be April 18th, June 29th, September 9th, November 20th, and January 31st. So these were like someone, if you had medical providers or you went to meet with someone around this time, they did this. Also, like I said, one doctor is 54, one is 71, another one is 60 or 61 years old, and they've been doing this for like the last 5 to 6 years. Okay. Who else we have on the board? All right. So this one tries to hide themselves. Okay, someone works in the industry or industrious area department. Okay, so someone could be a pilot, flight attendant. Someone can invest in like steel, commercial properties, real estate, but also they could be part of like, it's like giving more travel industry, so resorts, timeshares, travel companies, cruise companies. Okay, they're wanting to avoid being identified. Oh, okay, so someone could be a traitor in this situation. Okay, like double crossing because they do not want to get caught in this, but it's also causing mental troubles, mental conflicts, but they wanted to cause this for someone. So it seems like someone's getting back what they giving. Elias, Maya, Myra, Emaya, Elamaya, Lamaya, or something like that. And they were having a conversation with someone between 1 o'clock and 1:20. Someone's name is Maya, who was hoping to go ahead and double cross somebody. Okay, Lamaya, Lamira, Eli, El something, El Mayo, El something like that, whoever, okay? And whoever this person is, they was looking to go ahead and portray up to 6 to 5 people, if anything, up to 11 people, by all means necessary, okay? Somebody is literally betraying somebody. And it's giving more of a female, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, female. They had no problem with this. So there's been a conversation that this person, if you notice on someone's call log that it was a call between 1 or 1:20, or I'm getting like someone seeing something is going, but they see a text message that someone could have got around, like, I'm getting anywhere between 1 and 1:20. It's early in the morning hours. Like you should be asleep. Whatever it is, I don't feel like it's a name on it or a title on it or something like that. But for somebody, if you go to the person's trash, because I'm getting someone could have like overdrunk or did something that they wasn't paying attention, but this is a female in particularly, or this could be a man wanting to be a fucking female or something like that. This 1 to 1:20 phone call, this person was trying to help somebody betray someone, but also was digging for information to figure out who's trying to betray them. So this is a female trying to figure out who's betraying them, but they are the betrayer. I feel like I've said this before. Like there's literally a woman setting up a whole bunch of fucking men just to get out of this, okay? Someone could be 56, someone could be 65, someone could be 34, 35. Somebody could have met this person between the 3rd, the 5th, or between the 3rd and the 5th. Or this person could be a March, April, or May birthday, could be important as well, okay? This went on for someone between April 4th to April 8th. So if someone did something around that time, and it's a female or a man wanting to be a fucking female, between the 4th and the 8th of April is important. Also March 23rd, June 31st, August 14th, October 25th, and January 5th, okay? Yeah, somebody's literally trying to hide out from somebody. Maya, Emaya, Lamaya, Leah, El something. I'm saying El Predador. Somebody's trying to get out of this shit. Somebody's willing to betray somebody, and they're doing it like April 4th to the 8th was important, March 23rd, okay? But June 30, there ain't no 31st of June, okay? Let me tell you that. It's only 30 days in fucking June. So March 23rd to March 31st, okay? June 14th, August 25th, October 5th, or January 5th, okay? So someone is definitely planning this, because I'm sitting here like, wait, June only has like 30 days, bruv, not 31. So yeah, March does. March has 31. And yeah, March 23rd to the 31st and April 4th to April 8th. Someone is portraying. It's definitely a female involved in this, okay? Who else we have on the board? Bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Point them out. All right, who we got on the board? Yeah, someone could have trying to get someone like, yeah, I love traveling. They love to please. So someone could be like a sex worker or something. All honest pleasures, dominatrix or something. Like this is someone trying to dominate a situation. They also playing with someone's emotions, like somebody knows someone's soft spot or knows a situation that could have affected someone. They're gonna plan to utilize this. Someone has a sensitive heart and will love, and loving will cause them grief. Someone is doing something intentionally, okay, or they want to create this. Also, someone is intentionally trying to break up someone's friendship, okay? Double crosser, so someone is like a middle person in this. Someone can do astronomy or physics, so someone can work in that industry, but it's giving more or less someone could be a practitioner, a reader, a seer, babalaos, hoodoo, voodoo, whatever the fuck the practice is, someone is in that one, okay, in the dark arts. There was a conversation around 8 p.m., okay, 8 p.m. or 8:20 p.m. This could have happened back in January 14th to the 18th, or March 3rd, okay? I'm also getting May 19th. These could be their birthday, May 19th, or a conversation or an encounter. It doesn't matter. Choose where you are in this situation, May 19th, July 30th, October 10th, December 21st, okay? Definitely it's a heavy on the March 3rd and January 14th to the 18th, okay? Someone was, the conversation occurred to go ahead and have this happen, all right? What else we have on this board? Yeah. Someone's trying to reason and come up with the logic to make some kind of decision, especially in whoever this doctor or this provider is. Also, this lawyer and judge. Someone, like I said, heavy is more or less a paternal side of a family that's got involved, or, a maternal. Whoever it is that's closest to you that you're currently around is heavily involved as well. Someone could be from Israel, or someone's name is Israel. Ismail. Somebody's name is Melda, some shit like this, some weird shit. Ida. Elena or something like that. Amelia, some weird shit. Somebody who was born in 1998. Someone can also be 48 years old. Someone has a 2-year-old in particularly as well. A 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, or an 8-year-old. But as again, heavy on someone could be 48. Someone's name could be Misael, Miel, or something like that. Or miel is also honey. So someone could be doing something with honey. So someone could be doing honey jars, or if they're doing service fellatio to the partner, they're utilizing honey. That is a form of a spell work, if you did not know. I'm also hearing for the love of money. So someone did this for the love of money, not for actual love. Someone could be like endousing someone in whatever like their guilty pleasures is. It's like I'm giving on either side, man or woman, that or same sex, I don't really care, but someone is like overly doing it. It's like, yeah, I found this person that we can do this with, we can do this, and like someone is literally like creating an illusion to someone. Also, this married couple who feels that they're looking to get secret inspirations or a secret endeavor that they're hoping to do. Like they're trying to like get somebody subdued to something. Somebody need to be careful if you're out here messing with a married couple, because they're going to take you away. in the worst way, okay? If you, especially if you're a person okay with the choker, whips and chains, and this is like someone putting something in a drink, a position. If it's you went to toys or something like that, you need to be super careful, okay? Someone could be conversing with someone, or they could hit somebody up in the middle of the day between 3:40 or 4 p.m. Okay, this could have been someone that they could have met or encountered between November 9th to the 14th. So this was like an ongoing thing, or somebody wanted to keep this going around February 18th, December 8th, okay? May 6th and 17th of July and the 27th of September, okay? This is like someone wanting to get these connections going. So it's a lot of power, like people trying to pull power plays in this situation, but it's not. Government, religions, theologists, some people wanting to portray someone's morality in the worst way. On April 8th in particularly, like somebody had like an early morning call. Also, someone's trying to destroy something that they got information on between June 23rd and the 27th, or what they recorded, and then what somebody tried to get rid of around the 20th of January. 7th of April, they were talking about this. So it was like early morning phone calls between 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. to 6:40. Like someone wanted to like get somebody to take something, to do something, to cause like memory loss, memory fog, cause dysfunction in speech. Also trying to bring in fake friends, family, and things like that to like come in. Also a conjugal fidelity type thing. Just weird shit. Just to oppress someone, and also to keep the innocent looking guilty and the guilty people protected. It's like basically telling someone, tell us you're an abuser, and you tell the abuser is the fucking police, or we're going to protect the police, not the abuser. Like, that's some real shit. But that's what I have for you guys. Also, someone could be trying to send hateful energy, or still trying to do certain work towards someone, because the truth is the truth. The truth hurts. Shit happens. All right. That's what I got for you guys. See ya.